Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Let's have a drink of tea first. So, I've got something to tell you that might inflame you and you like it's angered me. Um, I don't know whether any of you has heard of this man. I hadn't. I don't know why I hadn't. In the UK, and his name is Clive Bundy. Spell it the same way as Ted Bundy, but it's Clive Bundy. It's just as heinous. He was the father of, I don't know how many kids. I should have checked that. I've written a few things down. Anyway, he was the father of so many children. I will check it. And he was sentenced in 2016 to 15 years in jail for sexually abusing his daughter. He was sexually abusing her from the age of 8 up until the age of 17. Serious sexual abuse. I don't know, the details and everything. I don't want to go into it, but he's an incestuous paedophile, is what he is, and he's disgusting. I've read up a bit about him. Anyway, he is supposed to be getting out on parole this year after serving 7 years of his sentence. 7 years of a 15-year sentence when he inflicted 9 years of serious sexual abuse on his daughter. And he's decided he wants to be a woman. That he no longer wants to be known as Clive Bundy. He wants to be known as Claire Fox. The name he's chosen is actually a woman who is in the House of Lords, Claire Fox, and he's chosen her name quite deliberately. She feels, she's sort of against him getting out. Anyway, he's chosen the name Claire Fox. This was 2 years ago. Just decided, I've got body, what do they say? It's body dysphoria. And he wants to be a woman. As far as I know, he's not taken any hormones or had any therapy. But what he did have was the prison were kind enough to give him a pretty dress, shoes. I wonder if he's got the peculiar, irregular choice like mine with the heels, the glittery heels. So he's got a pretty dress, he's got appropriate shoes, and he's got cosmetics. That's nice for him, isn't it? Piece of shit. So this body dysphoria, I've probably got the name wrong, but I know that in some cases it's a fact. I know of somebody who had that the surgery and had the hormones over a period of time and has transitioned from a woman into a man, and that was a genuine case. We've got people jumping on this bandwagon now, and it is a bandwagon, and the wheels are going to fall off eventually, sooner rather than later, I hope, and they'll all go into the ditch and be covered with the shit that they should be covered in, especially the likes of this man. So he's been allowed to take the name of Claire Fox as a snook to Claire Fox, the member of the House of Lords and a member of the European Parliament. Everything is going to be in the name of Claire Fox, his driving licence, everything to set up his new identity. Therefore, if, for example, he was convicted of a crime, he did something wrong, which, yeah, people, there can be redemption, but this is nonsense. If he commits a crime, the police aren't going to be able to look up his records because the name Claire Fox is not linked to Clive Bundy. If they go in to look for Claire Fox, they're going to find the only other Claire Fox notable is Claire Fox in the House of Lords, another woman. So if he's going to do it, he needs to have his dick cut off and he needs to go the whole way, doesn't he? Don't just say I'm a woman. Get your dick off and, let's be having you. And prove that you're serious about wanting to be a woman and that it's not just because you want a new identity. His daughter is now 24. She's got a young family of her own and she's a trainee paramedic. She's making something of her life. She was only told by, I believe it was some social work person, Mrs. Allen. She was only told by the way, that her dad was getting out on parole and that he wasn't now a man, he was a woman. You can't just say you're a woman. You can't. It's nonsense. The government are complicit in this case, are complicit in this nonsense. What the hell is going on in the world? What is going on where we can have a man last week almost bereft, distraught because his grandchildren were almost kidnapped by a gang of 5. And now we've got this thing coming out of prison, waving anything to do with his previous life, nothing to do with the Clive Bundy he grew up and all the children he fathered. No. He's now Claire Fox. Anyway, as I say, his daughter is a beautiful young woman and she's waived her right to anonymity because she wants this. She wants all this out in the open. And I think it should be. So this is her. Let me turn you around and get her on. That's her. Cherry Lee Galvin, 24, was astonished to hear that her father, Clive Bundy, who sexually abused her as a child, was now identifying as a woman and using the name Claire Fox. So that's Cherry Lee. Beautiful, intelligent woman who's getting her life together, and now she's got all this disruption and this thing getting out of prison 8 years before his time. If he's sentenced to 15 years, he put this girl through 9 years of hell. 9 years of hell. There's a picture of him as well. There he is with all his kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. Is that his wife by him? I don't know. You can't see. So if he's got his wife there, there's 1, 2. I guess that's Cherry Lee on the end because her face isn't blurred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children. If that's his wife, and there he is, that's him. So he's in Wakefield Prison in West Yorkshire. So the 15 years, giving him 15 years, it's just nonsense. He's getting out after 7. There he is. Look at him. Sing. Look at him. Bastard. Paedophile. Not a woman at all. Go and get your dick cut off. Moron. That's incensed me. Everybody seems to be jumping on that bandwagon. I want to be a woman or I want to be a man. Children as young as 7 and 8 have been targeted, I've said this before, without their parents' knowledge and being given hormones. How can children of 7 or 8 make that decision? They want to be a tomboy maybe at that age. I was climbing trees and jumping out of windows and stuff. I didn't want to be a man. But maybe I would have thought, oh, I like doing all these things that boys do. Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to be a boy. If it had been topical, if it had been relevant, if it had been fashionable. Is that what it is now? Is it a fashion? Like men used to wear top hats. Now it's a fashion to have this body dysphoria and just alter your sex. You'll never be a woman. You haven't got a uterus. You haven't got natural breasts. You can't give birth. You don't bleed every month. So he's gone through life. How old is he? Let's have a look. He's gone through life as a man. So it says that she started to build her life, Cherry Lee, started to build her life only in 2021 at the age of 22. Started her own family and planning to start a university course to become a paramedic. And just as this remarkable turnaround was taking place, her world came crashing down once again when she received the devastating call from her victim liaison officer telling her of her father's gender transition. She said, my initial reaction was to laugh. I'm not in any way transphobic, but it was so unexpected. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Oh, 8 children he had. So he fathered 8 children. What a shame. Eh? And his daughter's saying, if any one of the family, a niece, for example, got a phone call from somebody called Claire Fox or somebody wanting to meet up with them, it would be him. Nobody would link Claire Fox to him. It's another one of his daughter. So that's the story there. So Clive Bundy is getting out of prison on parole this year, 2 years parole, and then he'll be a totally free man. Woman, sorry. Totally free woman. That was a slip, genuine. A totally free woman going by the name of Claire Fox, and who's a member of the House of Lords and a member of the European Parliament. So she's not going to be happy, is she, being linked, having her name linked to the like of that thing. Be interested to know what you think. I'll catch you in a bit. I've got I know Chantal has got a couple of videos out and I want to react to them. So I'm going to have a cup of tea and have a sandwich and I'll come back and do them later. Okay, bye-bye.